0. Okay. Sarah, can you watch for the Substack?
I am already.
Okay.
I am too.
Okay. If you guys can watch the Substack chat, I'd appreciate it.
Every time.
Okay. Great. Now we're actually visibly live on Instagram. Cool.
Yeah, there's Substack.
Okay, so
Mine's taking
Substrong has come up. Has it?
It has.
Okay, good. Let me tile my space now. There we go.
And we are getting people.
Hey, people.
I always like people.
People are good. All right. Well, anyway, so and I'm gonna bitch about Barry Weiss. I'm just gonna tell you all. I'm gonna bitch about Barry Weiss because fuck that bitch. I mean, fuck that bitch. Really. I hate that woman. I perpetually hate that woman. I really do. All right.
Tell us how you really feel.
No, I mean, fuck that bitch. I'm not kidding. I'm not even kidding about how much I hate that person. So with that, we'll go right into it. So data set 8 was released tonight, or today actually. And so here's the deal. It's a fucking trash. It's a trash heap. It really is. So the government, the most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have it. And so naturally we live in a world where people think they don't have any power. And that's really sad. But the government has had the power to stop all of the SA and raping of children by Epstein, since 96. And they chose not to use it. That's not institutional failure. That's institutional complicity in child SA stamped and filed for posterity. I don't understand why people can get it. So here we're gonna bring in the and can I sub you for Elaine?
Yeah, go ahead.
You can sub me if you want.
All right, so here there we go. We have Elaine now.
Hello.
Okay, so I just want to say Larry Summers is a dumb fuck. So former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers, the architect of financial deregulation, has claimed he had absolutely no knowledge that he was executor of Jeffrey Epstein's will.
What?
Yeah, didn't know.
No one told him?
Yeah, and this is the brilliant mind who shaped global economic policy and somehow missed that he was responsible for executing Epstein's
Don't you have to
will.
sign something when you get made the?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So here's the other thing. Also serving as executor, and they did not know, is Barclays' former CEO, Jess Staley, whose bank maintained Epstein's accounts through the years of documented abuse. So the Barclays CEO, former CEO, even he knew what the fuck Epstein was doing. And so these fucking guys want us to believe they accidentally became executors of a pedophile's will. Like you just wake up one morning and surprise, you're legally responsible for distributing rape money. I mean, the contempt of public intelligence based on this is almost impressive. Almost impressive. But then, have you guys read about the Cesar Sayoc thing?
Mm-mm.
This came out in the document dump too. In a July 2019 email, federal prison officials had planned to house Jeffrey Epstein with Cesar Sayoc. Sayoc was the Trump-humping shit stain who mailed pipe bombs to Democrats and to CNN. And the federal prison system was going to house Epstein and Sayoc together. So in 2023, the Department of Justice documented all of this bullshit. The absent cellmate despite requirements, the ignored protocols, the convenient lapses that let America's most inconvenient prisoner die before he could name any names. Whether Sayoc ever shared the cell or not remains unclear. He was supposed to, it never happened. And so here was the weird thing. They paired a sex trafficker with connections to presidents and princes with a MAGA terrorist. How the fuck do you think that would have gone? I mean,
Not well.
I mean, I think Sayoc would have killed him? I have no fucking idea. I really don't. But the fact of the matter is, the prison system was completely incompetent how they dealt with that situation. So that came out in data set 8. And so, you know, the DOJ released untrue and sensationalist claims about Donald, but they won't say which ones. The Department of Justice dumped 30,000 pages of Epstein files containing what they admit are untrue and sensationalist claims about Donald Trump. But they refuse to specify which claims those are. They just released everything, redacted survivor names while leaving salacious, unverified bullshit intact, and called it transparency. And so a lot of those submissions came from 2020, conveniently before that year's elections, describing shit that happened in the 1990s with no corroboration, no verification. And there are victims that have said, that's all bullshit. That never happened. I was there. The files include a verbatim FBI intake form from electronic tips and phone calls, which were unvetted allegations mixed with actual evidence. And again, the Epstein survivors have come out and said that this is all manufactured bullshit. That never happened. Flight logs showing 8 trips to Epstein's jet with Maxwell, present on 4 flights. That happened. Anonymous claims of sex parties with numerous popular individuals, just unverified. The DOJ admits that some claims are false, but they won't say which ones. And then dumps them publicly anyway, in an attempt to just steer that narrative around. Ghislaine sourced intelligent, pretty fun girls from good families for Prince Andrew's Peru fuckfest. So Andrew is cooked. Email aliased as A and person A in the data set. Andrew asked Ghislaine Maxwell for new inappropriate friends. And Maxwell replied saying, 2-legged sightseeing, read intelligent, pretty fun, and from good families girls. So, okay. So Andrew is a complete and total sociopath now. I mean, we kind of sort of already knew that, but holy fucking shit. And so Ghislaine Maxwell.
Elaine.
I know it pisses you off, Elaine, but served as producer for a prince who wanted to rape his victims, his rape victims to be properly pedigreed, sourced them from families with reputations to protect, and girls with too much to lose for speaking up. That was Prince Andrew.
Ooh, that's ugly.
Yeah. Andrew paid Virginia Giuffre a settlement in 2022 without admitting any wrongdoing, never faced criminal charges despite documented coordination of inappropriate friendships with his convicted sex trafficking partner, Jeffrey Epstein. And all the while, British taxpayers funded his legal defense while he organized Peru trips with Epstein and Maxwell to fuck anybody he wanted to under the age of 15.
Nice.
So here's another thing out of the data set that came out. And that's a 2021 federal subpoena demanded Mar-a-Lago club employment records for an unidentified person related to Maxwell's investigation. The same Mar-a-Lago where Virginia Giuffre worked at 16 or 17 when Maxwell recruited her, before years of documented sexual abuse by Epstein and his associates, including allegations that involved person A, Prince Andrew. Employment records, so staff hiring documents, paper trails showing who worked there when Maxwell was prowling around for teenage girls to feed Epstein's rape machine, and operating from a club owned by a man who would later become president. And I want to remind everybody, if you don't know this, the fish rots from the head down. So, and Mar-a-Lago, let's be clear, Mar-a-Lago wasn't just Trump's home. It was infrastructure for child trafficking. It was teenage staff feeding Maxwell's procurement pipeline. And the subpoenas ask for whose employment records connect to Maxwell's crimes and why those records exist at a property that Trump mouth anus controlled. So that all happened, and we didn't know. And then, so Haley Robson was an Epstein victim, and she's been very vocal. She was a Trump supporter. She voted for Trump in the last election. And she now demands for his impeachment and attorney Pam Bondi's resignation after the files release. Reading documentation of your own abuse while the perpetrator's associates hold that power, that's enough to convince you I should never have done this. So Donald isn't going to survive, I don't think, the Epstein releases. So here's what I think. The first thing I think is this: injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere else. MLK. It's a bunch of stories, but it's a bunch of stories that involve one pattern: institutional protection for powerful predators at the survivor's expense. The FBI filed Maria Farmer's 96 complaint, then watched Epstein rape children for 23 or more years and did nothing. Larry Summers claims that he was surprised that he was the executor of Epstein's will. Prison officials paired Epstein with a domestic terrorist. How was that on purpose? The DOJ admits releasing false claims about Trump while survivors' names appear unredacted. And then Maxwell sourced good family girls for person A, Prince Andrew. We all know this. While they were subpoenaing records to convict Maxwell for trafficking. So look at that. Every institution, FBI, Treasury, Justice, British monarchy, federal prisons, all chose to protect power over convicting SA'd kids.
I'm shocked, I tell you.
You're right.
Pretty
That's
much.
not conspiracy. That's coordination. that system's designed to shield wealth and power from
Always
accountability, operating exactly as it was fucking intended. The Epstein files don't reveal institutional failure. They document institutional success at preserving the hierarchy and institutional complicity. That's where the fuck we are.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly where the fuck we are. And this is why we can't have nice things. This is why we can't have nice things. We can't. So, and by the way, when the story publishes tomorrow, don't anybody complain about the color scheme. I tried to do something different. It actually looks not horrible.
So I should complain about the color scheme.
No, fuck you. Don't do that. No, fuck you. Don't do that. Fuck you. Don't do that. No, that's a horrible idea. That's a horrible idea. So,
Jen Wirtz needs a change of topic.
do what?
Jen Wirtz says, hi, but I can't read, hear, think about this more today.
Oh, Jen Wirtz, I'm done sitting on my soapbox to bitch about goddamn Jeffrey Epstein. Now we're just going to talk about hostage.
Chris Geidner says, breaking. Chief Judge James Boasberg of the D.C. District Court ruled on Monday for those deported under Alien Enemies Act on March 15th, certifying a class, finding U.S. maintained constructive custody over them at CCOT, finding they were not given due process, and ordering the return of such process to be given by January 5th, 2026.
Yeah, and you guys saw that SCOTUS blocked Trump from sending the
National Guard in the Chicago. Yeah.
Thank you. There's a little bit of happy in the Christmas after all.
Yeah.
No, I don't have to worry about my cousins.
Although you don't want to be in Kansas City right now. The Chiefs are moving, and everybody's all,
What?
Moving?
The Chiefs are moving? Really?
KCK.
They're moving from Kansas City, Missouri, to Kansas City, Kansas. Now I live in Kansas City, Kansas. I'm not that thrilled about it because our taxes will get all jacked up. I'm at the poor side of town, and they're moving them out to the west end of town where the, where all the money is, But
so they'll be basically,
basically between KCK and like Leavenworth and Lansing, those areas. So anyway, yeah, Kansas City, Missouri's all pissed about it, and the Royals, they've been trying to plunk them down, somewhere else the last couple of years. The stadiums there are only from the 70s. They're not that old, but the bad thing is that when they built those stadiums, I don't know where we didn't have a football team then, I don't think. We had a baseball team, but they were downtown, and they moved the stadium out to East Kansas City. And they were supposed to build up the area around it, and that never happened. They had a hotel there that was originally the Sheraton Royal, and then it became the Adams Mark. And they couldn't keep it open, and there are businesses there that they couldn't keep open, and so I don't know. The reason I'm mad about it is some fucking billionaire, and they're going to use tax money to pay for this shit. No.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the roads and the bridges are fucking crumbling underneath everybody, and
So I just want to be clear that that happened here in Atlanta. So in Atlanta, for a long time, the Braves Stadium was downtown, very close to the Capitol, which I'm just going to be honest with you, it was on the corner of Stab Whitey and Kill Whitey. And they moved the stadium up to the Battery, which is in Smyrna, Georgia. Which, weirdly enough, the location that they put the stadium in is on the corner of Consuela, where Consuela and Manuel sort of cross each other. So I don't necessarily think that makes it much better, but it is on the north end of town. And so, yeah, that moving to the more rich area, what is bullshit? It's fucking bullshit.
I mean, it's still Kansas City, Kansas, and that's to people in the Kansas City metro area. You know, KCK is the dregs, even out there. You know,
Right.
So I don't know what they think they're going to accomplish, but I don't know.
I mean, who the fuck knows? Yeah, Ted Patchell. It's Cobb. That's South Cobb County. That's literally where Cobb County, like, corners down where it is. That's the very southern corner of Cobb County where it meets Fulton County. So it's fucked up. So who wants to hear me bitch about transit?
About who?
Let's hear it.
Mass transit.
Oh, we could bitch about that.
Okay, so Sarah knows this well because I talk about it, but so I live in East Atlanta. That means I ride the East Atlanta train, which starts in Indian Creek and then goes through Decatur, city of Decatur, which is where I catch the train. And then I ride all the way to the center of Atlanta, 5 points from a transit perspective. And then I take a transfer train and go all the way up to Sandy Springs. So, right. This is complicated, right? So, yeah, Ted, I don't drive either. I mean, I really don't. So this morning, I got on the train and rode to work, and my work is a 100-yard walk from the Sandy Springs station to the building. So literally, I have to get my spousal person to drive me to the train station in the morning, and then I can make it the rest of the way. And then when I leave at night, I can walk to the Sandy Springs station, get on the train, and then she has to pick me up and bring me home. And so this morning, it was fairly empty. I mean, we're like the day before Christmas Eve. But I got on the train tonight to come home, and I was T-slurred and gay-slurred 4 times. So I got fagged twice, and I got trannied twice. That was fucking stupid. And then on top of that, numerous eat shit looks. Like, I walked onto the train, and there were people sitting down, and I would sort of look. It was very crowded, and so I would look at people like, can I sit there? And I'd get a disgusted look or whatever. And so I found an empty seat and sat down. Well, riding from the north end of Atlanta down into our 5 Point station, a person got on the train like at Art Center. That's where the museum of the High Museum of Art, and basically that's like North Midtown or whatever that happens. And so there's somebody that gets on the train and is standing right next to where I'm sitting. And so clearly this person has been tweaking. Now we all know what that means, right?
Yeah,
meth smoking. Because they're like scratching the back of their neck and they're all nervous, shit. And I just, why do I have to sit next to this? So I get to a 5 Point station to do my transfer to take the eastbound train to come into East Atlanta so I can go home. And I've already messaged Aubrey. And so Aubrey driven up to pick me up. And so on the eastbound train, it happens again, only this time it's a different fucking tweaker. And so now, like, I have my headphones on, noise canceling shit is going on. I'm just trying to filter out everything because I can't. And the tweaker girl starts, PJ, depending on the day of the week, trans people don't get treated particularly well, especially in certain public areas. And so this tweaker gets on the train at 5 Point Station, and they're sitting in the seat next to me, and they're doing this shit again, and then she starts yelling at me and saying shit like, with a dress like that, you got money, bitch. You need to give me money. And so for the 18-minute ride from 5 Point Station all the way to the East Lake Station, which is where Aubrey picks me up or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have this tweaker sitting next to me that's speaking 80% completely unintelligibly in a way that I cannot understand, saying at random times in the 80% of speech that I cannot understand, you know what I'm saying. So it's not like
No, the fuck I don't.
I don't know what you're saying. That's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I could understand out of what they were saying was, give me money, bitch. I need money. And clearly this person has been doing copious amounts of illicit drugs before they got on the train. So suffice it to say, today's train experience was not terribly
optimal.
Yeah, was not optimal. Versus the train ride I had last week where I got on the train and the girl looked at me and was like, oh my God, that dress and those boots look fucking awesome. And you should totally dress that way all the fucking time. And I'm just like, okay, why can't that be like every fucking day? Kansas City, do you have transit like that?
Mm-mm.
Right. Okay.
No, I mean we have a bus company, and we have if you're in downtown in the plaza, there's a streetcar, but it's basically a toy for tourists right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean they need to be creating mass transit so that people can get back and forth to work.
Yeah.
But
right.
Kansas City is really spread out. So a lot of people live in one suburb and work in another one. So it's yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
All right. So it's a car town. It's a car town.
And a lot of people will go an hour. I know people that drive over an hour to get to work.
Oh yeah. I mean, it isn't anywhere near as bad as like Boston or Chicago or New York or places like that. Although Chicago and New York and Boston too, they have mass transit. So, but yeah, the traffic can be a pain in the ass. It takes me about 45 minutes to an hour. So,
all right. So now I have some positive shit to talk about, but it requires pop culture references that I do not understand, and so people are going to have to explain it to me.
Okay. Like I'm gonna know, but okay.
Does anybody in the channel know who Jonathan Bailey is?
I don't think so.
So apparently that he's gay, and he's in the film Wicked. Okay. He has won the award for the 2025's highest grossing paid actor ever for the year 2025.
Cool.
Ted
Patchell says sexiest man alive.
Oh, okay. So Ted Patchell says he's the sexiest man alive. Okay, so Ted Patchell, give me context because I don't understand why that's a big deal.
Me neither, Wendy.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, people said so.
Because people said so. I mean, I get that, but I get that, but okay. I mean, are you sure? Okay. By the way, I'm going to see if I can order things up here. Let's see where I can get the chat into the. Yeah, okay, there we go. We got the chat now. So
We're all so tiny now.
Mm-hmm.
okay, so Mink says he's also from Bridgerton. Wait, Sarah, is that your Minx?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I was waiting to see if we had room for one more, but
I can
know.
go.
You were saying
Do
we had
not
5
go
spots?
anywhere. See, PJ Schuster, I thought the same thing. I thought Paul Rudd was like but no, apparently it's Jonathan Bailey. He's but the other thing is that so he was in Jurassic World Rebirth and Wicked for Good. But he said he's like taking an acting break or whatever. So, you know.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I guess he was in Bridgerton too. So, all right. So now let's talk about Ron DeSantis.
Oh God, do we have to?
Do we have to?
Right?
Oh, you're gonna love this. So DeSantis forced the city to remove Pride crosswalks. So guess what happened? All of our queer friends went out and rainbowed all the bike lockups in the city, and like all of them.
Nice.
Great.
It really sort of it really blew up in his face, and in a way that he really didn't want for that to happen. But they basically rainbow painted like 500 bike racks all over the city. And so
now are they going to take the bike racks out?
Here's the thing. I mean, like, maybe, I don't know. That's fucked up, right?
I could see DeSantis doing shit like that.
So, like, DeSantis trying to erase queer culture from those areas in Florida has so spectacularly blown up in his face that it causes approval rating to go in the fucking toilet. And so, wow, I mean, wow, that's fucking crazy. Then on top of that, I wish Miranda were here, and I could say this, but the Oklahoma Supreme Court has ruled that former state education head Ryan Walters' attempt to force Christian nationalist propaganda into public schools violated the state's Open Meeting Act, and they will officially stop doing all of that.
That was
so the 10 Commandments in the classroom, the forced biblical teaching in the classroom, that's all off the table now.
Time to get back to education.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. There's an idea.
Well, here's the thing about him was he quit at the end of his term because he got tired of dealing with woke teachers unions and called the court's decision an incredibly aggressive attack on Christianity, the Bible, and President Mouth Anus. So, yeah, like I mean, I sort of expected that to blow up in his face because I want to be clear. Taking your Bible to school, if you're in the public education, you take your Bible to school. That's your fucking choice. You can do whatever the fuck you want in regards to taking a Bible in school. Hell, you can read the Bible in school if you want. That's your fucking choice too. But forcing that education on people is fucking bullshit. Hugely bullshit. And so, you know, Walters had also required that future social studies texts include statements that inaccurately proclaimed that the Bible and Christianity's influence on the country's founding was entirely predicated by the founding fathers. And also, they had to teach that the COVID-19 pandemic originated from a Chinese laboratory.
And they had to treat that the 2020 election was a mess. That it
Yeah.
went to the wrong person.
Yes, exactly.
Trump won 2020.
Right. So fucking up the educational system in Oklahoma, that's done. And that's over with, and they're going to reverse all that shit. Thank God they're going to reverse all that shit. Not that, and I'm just going to say this, not that Oklahoma is a great state to begin with, because if Miranda were in here and she were talking about it, you would understand that it's not a great place.
Mm-mm. Though there's a really good pastor down there that's really, really liberal. I forget his name, but he's like pro-trans and everything and does a lot of outreach in Oklahoma City.
Mm.
I read a couple of his articles a few years ago.
Mm.
All right, so Rosie O'Donnell gave an interview a couple days ago. And in the interview, she said, it was with the Washington Post, she loves being in exile.
I wish I could be in exile.
Same.
Especially in Ireland. Jeez.
Yeah, living in Dublin, she's like, this is the best time of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, apart from the continuing obsession that Trump has over her to take her fucking citizenship away, like outside of that, she loves living in Dublin and she doesn't ever want to leave.
Did you see where they're trying to pass a law to make dual citizenship illegal?
Yes.
I think part of the reason is because of the fact she can have it.
Yes.
They want to be sure they make her no longer American citizen one way or the other.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
For everybody that has dual citizenship currently, if they pass that law, the way that law reads, it invalidates everybody's dual citizenship retroactively.
Right.
Which means, and I want to be very clear about this, if you're serving in the military and you have a child overseas, you have 2 years to bring the child from that country to the U.S., where you can naturalize that child as a citizen of the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
If they invalidate dual citizenship, all of those people become non-citizens of the U.S. And can be deported.
That would include one of my ex-husband's nieces.
Yeah.
Does our current first lady have dual citizenship?
Well, that's the thing. Not only she does, but not only does she, but also Barron Trump. So if they pass that law, it'll fuck Barron Trump.
Well, somebody was telling me about that recently. One of the other clinic defenders, he just got dual Canadian citizenship, and apparently Canada has passed a new law that if you have at least one Canadian grandparent,
right,
you can claim dual citizenship. Well, my dad's mother was Canadian.
right.
Oh, lucky you.
I'm thinking about it. I mean, Astrid has dual Canadian, or has dual citizenship because she's from Canada. But
so here's the thing: the company that I currently work for is their corporate headquarters is in Hamilton, Ontario. Oakville, actually, which is even a little.
I didn't know where that is.
Yeah, Oakville, which is even further south than Hamilton, and have said, if you want to immigrate to Canada, we can make that happen for you, and you don't have to worry about anything. We literally will file all the paperwork and move you to Canada.
Well, the company I work for is multinational, so I haven't thought about that. I think they have offices in Montreal, maybe.
Right.
But I mean, if I was going to do something like that, they've got a London office. Hell, I'd go over there.
Go big.
Go big or go home.
There you go.
Well, darn it. I can't do it for German citizenship.
Why not?
Why not?
Well, because apparently it has to have been passed down to my father and then to me. You can't just get it. If my grandfather became an American citizen, I don't get German citizenship through him. It's the way it
Well,
works.
if it was that way, can you imagine all these countries being overrun?
By
I
American
mean,
refugees.
everybody in the world wants to go to New Zealand. Can you imagine the whole island would fucking sink into the ocean?
My grandfather came to the country when he was 4 from Germany.
Here's the thing. I recently, I think I made a post about this. Donald Trump Jr. asked about what the fuck was happening in Liechtenstein on Twitter. And everyone replied to him, "There's nothing happening in Liechtenstein. Stop doing drugs." So I went and looked. I want to be clear. Liechtenstein is a micronation in
Yeah, I was
Europe.
just going to say that. Yeah. Was he talking about Luxembourg?
Yeah, no, Liechtenstein, not.
No, I know. I wondered if he said Liechtenstein but meant Luxembourg.
Yeah, I have no idea. Look, Donald Trump Jr. does drugs. Okay, that's all there is to it. He does.
If you were his son, wouldn't you spend the time as fucked up as possible every minute you could?
I would. Here's the deal. I would do Daryl Strawberry amounts of cocaine. I'll even go a step further than that. I would do Stevie Ray Vaughan amounts of cocaine. And if you don't know how much that is, when he and Double Trouble recorded their second album, the story goes that when they walked into the recording studio, there was literally a 1.5 foot mound, 2 of them, of cocaine powder sitting on the piano. And so, like every set, Stevie went over, grabbed a handful of it, sniffed it into his nose, and then went to play the next set or whatever. I would be doing that much cocaine.
Okay.
So did the brains look like powdered donuts after that? What the fuck?
Yeah. Have you seen Cocaine Bear? If you haven't seen Cocaine Bear, watch Cocaine Bear.
Kate found it in the discount bin at Walmart.
Oh yeah, that's the greatest bad movie ever. I promise.
It was not purchased.
You're missing out. When you were here, I should have made you watch. We should have made you watch Cocaine Bear. Just wait for it. Cocaine Bear, greatest movie ever, right? Okay, right. There you go. That's my endorsement for watching Cocaine Bear.
Okay.
That's my endorsement for watching Cocaine Bear. But back to your thing, Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
So the German citizenship requirements: you have to establish residency,
right,
for 8 years, reducible to 6 to 7 years with integration course. You have to learn the language. You have to have civic knowledge, so you have to pass a naturalization test. You have to be financially independent. You can't be a criminal or have any convictions. Generally, you have to surrender your previous citizenship. And then you have to pledge allegiance to basic German law. And then legal capacity, you have to be of legal age, which basically means Donald Trump can't be a German citizen ever.
Donald Trump couldn't be a German citizen anyway because they don't allow fucking Nazis over there anymore.
True.
PJ Schuster says there was another video recently that caught Don J rubbing cocaine on his guns out in public again.
Wait, rubbing cocaine? Oh, holy shit.
Which guns?
I don't know.
Are we talking like the metal ones, or are we talking,
biceps?
Yeah. What exactly is this man rubbing cocaine on and why?
I don't know that Don J would be considered, the gun show or anything.
It's true too. But he's probably dumb enough,
So, PJ Schuster, if you join the live, with that link, I will let you tell everybody in the live what you just said, because holy fuck, that's hysterical.
Well, I need to jump off if you're going to bring them in.
Okay, you look tired of me.
I am tired, but I don't have to work at the office again until Monday. I get to work from home tomorrow, and I only have to work a half a day, and then I'm off until Monday. Yes.
I have to go into the office on Friday, but I get to go play board games with my boss.
Oh, hey. What the hell?
And go out to
I mean,
lunch.
I asked my manager, like, I told my manager today, I'm like, the office is totally empty tomorrow. How much are you going to be mad at me if I don't go into the office tomorrow? And his literal reply is, yeah, I'll just ask Reggie, but you're probably okay. My director, Reggie, is really super fucking laid back and cool. But by the same token, I am playing Counter-Strike tomorrow with my coworkers at lunchtime. Because my CIO, Calvin is his name, has this obsession with the original 1.6 Counter-Strike from like 30 years ago. And so every year at Christmas, they throw a bunch of shit together and everybody plays the game or whatever. I just have conveniently not told Calvin that, like in '97, I was a Rocket Arena cyber athlete competitor and I was really good. I mean, my reflexes are probably way the fuck down, but that's going to be a bloodbath for a bunch of people.
Yeah.
PJ says their phone died.
Oh, here you go, PJ Schuster. I'll give you the link again.
Might be watching the stream on computer.
Well, I will see you guys later on.
Okay.
When's the next live, Wendy?
Thank you, Elaine.
When's the next?
Huh?
Well, when's the next live?
I'm probably going to do one tomorrow. I may do one tomorrow. If I do one tomorrow, I'm going to do it early.
Okay.
Like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Oh, that's when I gotta be at my in-laws.
Well, I'll keep an eye out. I have a friend coming over tomorrow. We're just going to sit on our butts and watch Christmas movies.
Yeah, I'm just going to tell you, like, especially with the mobile formatting working really well. I mean, we had a bunch of engagement on YouTube. I'm going to go to Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday live sessions at night, relatively. But there's no guarantee. But I will always do the Monday and Thursday.
During the day, yeah.
Yeah, during the day.
We're not doing the Thursday this week, though, because of Christmas.
Oh, that's right. Well, Chris, look, it's fucking Christmas. I'm not gonna get in the middle of that. I mean, it's a nothing holiday to me. I've already celebrated Yule, so you know. Yeah.
All right. Well, happy Festivus, losers.
I have a lot of problems with you. And you're gonna
a lot of problems. Every fucking one of them. All right, now how the hell do I get out of here?
Serenity now. Serenity now.
Button on the lower right.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, Elaine.
Bye, Elaine.
Minx was asking if she could come in.
Well, so if PJ Schuster doesn't come in, then we can bring Minx in. I mean, we're right at like 12 minutes before the hour, so I want to be cool about it. You know, I mean, sometimes you have to play cool, right?
Since moving into my studio, Lombok has become a regular fixture.
Wow. So we've had a bunch of YouTube engagement tonight. That's
great.
That's fucking cool. This is why, Lisa, you need to do Restreamer.
Yeah, I just need to figure out how to get my laptop to like it. That's my problem.
I'll work with you on that over the holidays.
Okay, because as soon as I get in on Restream on my laptop, as soon as anything else happens, everything freezes and it takes forever to do anything else. I end up having to shut it off and reboot.
I want to ask you a question.
What?
If somebody that I know sends me a device and I recondition that device
Uh-huh.
and I test the device in its reconditioned state
Right.
and everything works on the reconditioned device,
Uh-huh.
and then I send you the reconditioned device,
Uh-huh.
will that be okay?
That'd be fine.
Okay.
I'm not picky.
Okay.
I
Because
just
that
want it to
person,
work.
that person should be aware that that's my intent
Okay.
and that I want that to happen.
Okay. Yeah.
By the way, Ted Pratchett, I don't know if PJ was going to come on or not, but I'm pretty sure it was not his gums, but guns.
I've been given cocaine by doctors.
Yeah. But I like smelling salts. There's like 8 medical uses for cocaine.
Yeah, when my nose got broken, they packed my nose with cocaine swabs.
That's wild.
And then they sent me to check into the hospital because the break was so close to the arteries in my face. Apparently, they were afraid if I flinched, they'd kill me. So they admitted me and put me under to do the actual reset.
So for nasal surgery, vasoconstrictor, that's cocaine. For ophthalmology, local anesthetic for eye examinations, ENT procedures, cocaine is a numbing agent.
Mm-hmm.
Dental procedure, historic in the old days, they used cocaine as a dental numbing agent. And then laceration repair, topical preparation. For facial wounding and suturing, they use cocaine for that.
Cool.
Oh, we have snow.
You have snow?
Yeah, Snow Wolf.
Snow
Hey, Snow
Wolf.
Wolf, what's up?
Oh, hi,
I
Snow.
prefer Wolf if you're only going to use part of the name. Hi,
Do what?
my nickname is Wolf rather than Snow. Snow had bad connotations.
Okay.
People started calling me that.
Thank you, Wolf.
How are y'all doing?
No, it's cool.
Good.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm having a
I will remember that for next time if you show up where I'm at.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know what the subject is for tonight.
Well, you got 2 minutes, and then we got to add another person.
Okay.
Because I promised another person. Actually, you know what? Here, I'd probably do
having
this.
problems.
And then we can get.
I'm having
We've got room
problems
for one.
getting to rest.
Yeah, I think we've got room for one more. So.
If we could discuss any of the ways you know how to reduce it.
You're very, very delicate sounding with your voice.
Sorry. Is this clear?
Maybe it's just me because I'm deaf.
I can't hear.
Yeah,
Snow
I've been
Wolf at all.
to way too many concerts. You know, I was in the front row way too many fucking times. I just went to see Judas Priest with my kids, and sitting in the back, I was like, "This is way too fucking loud. Why the fuck did I do this shit when I was a teenager?"
I still have a problem with projection that I got as a result of taking testosterone.
Oh sure.
Sorry.
Oh,
It kind of
Well,
sounds like a microphone issue.
Sarah, tell Minx to come.
Let me see if I can fix that. Hang on.
Yeah, tell Minx to come.
Nope.
Oh, we lost Snow. What happened there? Okay, well, that was weird. Snow, give me a few minutes and then try again.
No, I don't know that we're going to get Minx. She's on the phone with her brother.
Jesus Christ. The fuck?
Everybody's busy tonight.
Well, it's this close to the holiday. People get frantic. I mean, I've got to crochet 4 or 5 more mooses.
Mooses.
4 or 5 more mooses.
Wait,
Yes.
I need to see a crocheted moose.
All right, try again, SW.
It's I already gave that one I've gotten finished to my granddaughter. I can send you a picture of it though.
That would be cool.
It's just
Right.
a little white thing with little brown antlers. It's about 6 inches tall, maybe.
Did anyone read the story?
Yeah, I did.
I've been frantically crocheting.
I'm scared to ask what you thought of the story.
That was rough.
Oh no, not another one.
Yeah,
It's not physical violence, but it's definitely verbal violence.
Yeah, so basically, Tuesday evening energy, music's playing, and I walked in, and Ezra said, "Mom, you look like hammered shit," which is true. Thanks, kid. Your observational skills remain impeccable. I'm just saying maybe eat something before you collapse. And she's gesturing over at Della, who's made food, and Della looks at me and says, "Eat, bitch. You're no good to anyone if you fucking starve," because that's how Della would treat me. You know, and then there we go. We have minks now. You know, I take a bite of catfish, perfectly charred outside, tender inside, seasoning complex enough to make me forget about the shit that's on my mind. And, you know, I literally look at Della and say, "Are you trying to make me cry? Because that's what's going to happen." Della's reply, of course, is every goddamn day. It's how I show love. Then the door opens, cold to December air. Rushes downstairs carrying exhaust and winter rot, and there she stands, Victoria. Now, I've only heard about her. She was a fixture in the bar before I was ever a patron. Miguel and Della both created a haven before the bar was named the Sanctuary. And Victoria was a lesbian who commanded rooms. So she looks older now, 50-something. I don't know, maybe older. Gray streak through, short dark hair cut with military precision, face showing lines earned through anger held too long, mouth set in permanent disapproval.
Somebody's mic got really loud.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be.
It's not me, is it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Could be Wolf. Wolf is still showing on his line. Oh, they're
Well,
gone.
Okay.
That cleared up the sound.
That was weird. All right. Well, anyway, so Miguel's face goes carefully blank. Della's hands top the bar, white knuckled, because she's squeezing the top of the bar. "Victoria," Miguel says, voice losing all childlike quality. "Miguel," she says. "Place has changed." "People do that," Della says from the kitchen doorway. "Change." Victoria's eyes find me, something cold and calculating moves behind her expression, recognition followed by immediate disgust. "What the fuck," she says, voice carrying across sudden silence. "They let a piece of shit like you in here?" "Excuse me," I say. Victoria moves closer. The present fills space like toxic gas expanding to poison available air. "You heard me. The fuck is a man doing in a lesbian bar?" "Throw out this trash, Della. This thing is not worth your time or anyone else's." My spine goes rigid. Electric fire shoots through nerve endings, pain and rage indistinguishable. "This ain't a lesbian bar," Miguel says quietly. "Never was." "Bullshit," Victoria turns on him. "This was our space, a women's space, safe from male violence, and now you're letting, she gestures at me like I'm contaminated waste, "that thing in here. This is an unnatural abomination, and the Christians have it right. Kill them all, including him, pointing at me continually. That's when Della moves from the kitchen with expedience and looks at Victoria and says, "Get the fuck out." To which Victoria then says, "No, I helped build this place. I helped build this community. I fought for women's rights while you were," pointing at Miguel, who's a trans guy, "mutilating yourself to escape being female. And this thing gets to waltz in here, invade our spaces, pretend it understands what it means to be a woman." Miguel's face immediately becomes red with rage. Absolute professional control aside. "You need to leave," I tell Victoria. My sciatic nerve acting up when that happens. "Or what?" Victoria laughs. "Sound like breaking glass, jagged and dangerous. You gonna make me? You gonna show everyone what you really are underneath that dress? You're gonna hit a woman because you lie to yourself and you think that you're a woman? You still have a dick, right? Still use it, don't you?" Victoria Miguel starts. And it all goes downhill from there. So basically, tonight's Queer Space story is all about TERFs. And the next time that Victoria shows up, it's going to be even worse. Next time Victoria shows up, it's going to be even worse. All right, Minx. First time that I've had you on the show.
It is not.
You have 3 minutes to say whatever the fuck it is you want, and literally you can ask me any question. You know what, Sarah? I don't give a shit. It's my show. I can do what the fuck I want.
It's your party, and you'll screw up if you want to.
Pretty much.
Well, my brother walked in the other day and said, "Your pussy is fat." And I said, "Don't look at my pussy. I know I'm fat. Just saying."
Can you really have a fat pussy?
Yes.
My son has
If you
two.
don't, I feel like I know that this exists. If you don't have a fupa, how can you say that your genitalia is larger than, whatever? I mean, I'm just going to be honest.
Well, I don't know. If you get down there and you squeeze when you're trying to get off, and there's a lot of, if it's more than an inch, it's fat.
More than an inch? Really?
Yeah. Those skinny bitches, they don't have fat in there. I'm okay. Now my 3 minutes are up.
No, we want to hear the rest. Gotta tell
No,
us.
I want to hear the rest now. You're talking about skinny bitches. I want to hear.
Well, I'm situationally bisexual. I've been with some skinny bitches. They don't have fat on their pussies. Just saying. Now everybody knows that I'm a weirdo.
You're in good company.
Look. I want to remind you that this person has spent 3 days in this house and walked away from that experience uttering, "I would come back," and I have no fucking idea why.
I heard she had a good time.
I'm still trying to figure out why.
But you didn't go to the celebrity. What the hell?
What?
A bar?
No, it's a burger joint.
Oh.
And I have
Where
ridden
the burger joint?
celebrity. I've ridden on that train that you were talking about earlier at 2:00 in the morning.
There's a place called the Celebrity in
Well, I
Atlanta.
think it's it. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been there.
How long ago were you riding the train, Minx?
Well, when I went to see that person,
Oh, this
Which
is
person?
well, he's deceased now.
Yeah.
So.
Oh.
But I did go to Georgia for that, time frame.
For that I don't mean to speak ill of the dead, but he was a piece of shit.
That's true. But we went from Hartfield to Chamblee.
Oh, we don't call it Chamblee in Georgia.
Oh.
You know what we call it? Shambodia. Do you know why we call it that?
I can only imagine.
Because the Asian population in that area is extremely high. Basically, here's the deal. All right, so Buford Highway goes from the center of it, pretty much the center of Atlanta, from basically Brookhaven, goes all the way up into Gwinnett County. And so when you hit Chamblee, and so like there's a perimeter that's 285 that goes around Atlanta. When you cross on Buford Highway, for the first like 6 miles of Buford Highway that's south of 285, versus like the next 10 miles that are north of 285 on Buford Highway, the Asian population that comprises that 16 miles ish area is extremely high. So if you want pho in Atlanta, that's where you go. Is you go to Chamblee and Dunwoody. That's Chamblee-Dunwoody stretch of road. So the best like pho restaurant in Atlanta, and everybody knows what I'm talking about when I say pho, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. The
I don't
two
think I've ever had
best
pho.
pho restaurants in Atlanta are the Pho King, the Pho King, and then the other place is called What the Pho.
Awesome names.
Right, because they know.
Yeah.
They know. But then on top of that, the epicenter, like right there where Buford Highway hits 285, there's a place called S-Mart, and S-Mart is like the Asian like Toys R Us, like the Asian Costco or whatever.
I passed that. We went past that.
Yeah. So the S-Mart is like if you want like ramen or pho or like any kind of Asian cuisine of any kind, you just go up to S-Mart and you buy like a pallet full of the shit you want and you take that home. That's what people do in Atlanta. And so, yeah, Chamblee, that's Shambodia. Now, I want to be very fair when I say this. Chamblee is also the epicenter of, and I hate that I'm going to admit this, that I know this. I know this because people have told me this before, not from experience, but basically Chamblee and Dunwoody are the epicenter of the rub and tug industry in Atlanta.
Oh my.
Lisa, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Nope.
Right.
I'm going to let Sarah explain that.
I am not explaining that.
No. You're going to explain it.
Nope.
Why?
Okay. Education time. Fine. I'll take the hit. Rub and tugs are Asian massage parlors where happy endings happen.
Oh, okay.
That's why they're called rub and tug.
Okay.
And a few of them in the Chamblee area are worse than that.
Oh.
And
Did
they
you
have
hear
a
about my
reputation.
only massage experience?
Oh yeah, tell me, and I want to hear.
I think I've heard this.
Well, I didn't find out that it wasn't supposed to happen until I talked to another massage therapist. They told me to roll over on my back and they massaged my chest for me.
Oh my God, Lisa.
Sometimes that costs extra.
Oh no, this was included.
Normally that's extra.
You have to negotiate that shit. You know that, right?
Exactly.
I will say the thing is, my husband was kind of alternative medicine, was always talking about lymphatic drainage and stuff. I think there was some kind of new age he should or something, and just let her do it.
I mean, did you get your nipples tweaked at least?
I don't remember that, but it's been a while.
That is extra.
Yeah, I only found out that was
look.
very recently.
Now I'm just going to ask you: did the devil's doorbell get rung?
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
But
no ringing the devil's
get off the
doorbell.
table.
I'm just telling you, when you ring the devil's doorbell, Satan comes inside you.
Oh God!
I've told Christians that before. You have to let Jesus come inside, and can Jesus do it more than once in a day? Please? I'll let Jesus come inside if he could do it 3 times a day. I'm bad. I'm a very bad person. Laurel Fairchild, don't listen to me. Josie, don't listen to me either.
I had a guy tell me once that to be king is you're always a king, but you can only be a knight once a night.
I've got a shirt that says something like that. Once a king, always a king, but once a knight is never enough.
Mm-hmm. He was the one-time wonder.
It's not right. It's not right what you're doing. Stop.
Who, me?
It is not right what you are doing. You need to not do that. You need to not do that. I'm just going to tell you, don't do that. Okay. We're like 15 minutes over the hour.
Yeah. This
was fun. And boy, we had a shit ton of people coming to the YouTube live, so even better. So yeah, tomorrow, like Christmas Eve, I may do a show. If I do a show, I'll work it out so that Sarah can show up and do her job.
Okay.
Because, Sarah is my straight person. That's a fucking lie. But...
Excuse me? Pardon me? I think my headphones went out.
Sarah's like my Regis Philbin,
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, I had a coffee cup. I was going to give it to Sarah to take home. It says I can't even think straight.
I like it.
Forgive me while I'm eating my pizza, which is cold as fuck now.
Oh my goodness. Was it at least good pizza?
Tombstone.
No, okay. I thought you were gonna say you got a hot and sweaty.
What the fuck is a hot and sweaty?
Hot and ready, Little Caesars.
Oh.
We call them hot and sweaty here.
Here's the thing. I'll never eat at Little Caesars ever again. You know why?
Oh, I won't either.
One time I ate there, and I'm just going to say 2 words. Projectile vomit.
Ew.
I've got a better one. My stepmother, my very first only Little Caesars pizza, I've got 2 words for you. They're on the bottom. Palmetto bug.
Oh.
Oh God.
Big black one on the bottom of the crust. I'm like, I'm not eating that, and I never want to eat one of those places again.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Well,
look, here's the thing, okay? I mean, I'm a person who eats interesting things. Hi, Elizabeth Cruz, by the way, and Laura, Richie, and Karen Costley, and thank you for everybody that's coming in. But But there are some things I will not do. I don't care. I could be starving, and there's 2 or 3 things that are on the food list that I will never eat, no matter how hungry I am or how desperate for food I am. Now, I will tell you, for instance, one of those things is Vienna sausages. Because the smell of those goddamn things turns my stomach completely the fuck over. So, yeah. but right there next to Vienna sausages is any food that has bugs on it of any kind. If the food has bugs, no. Now, and I want to be fair, like back in the old days, like the 17 and 1800s, if you were on a ship and they served you a piece of bread and it had maggots on it, you just hit the piece of bread on the table a couple of times to get the maggots off, and you ate it anyway. No.
Yep. My girlfriend went and got fajitas from this Mexican place and took them home. Oh, well, shit. They were eating them, and they found the back end of a roach in it.
I mean, that's what a palmetto bug is.
Yep.
So she really took it back to the place and showed them, and they accused her of putting it in there herself.
Yep. You do.
What the fuck? You've got to be joking.
Because I'm gonna take the time and
the cut one in parts.
Right.
Yeah.
To put just the back half of it.
Colorado. Do I really look like the kind of person that would be joking about something like that?
That's the way she was. And she stood there and argued with them. They weren't going to give her money back. Seriously.
Oh, they better.
That's what I said.
I'd still call her the health department.
I mean, look, the one time it happened to me at a Mrs. Winters. Remember Mrs. Winters chicken, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah. Like here in the South, Mrs. Winters was like KFC's competitor in the Southeast. And I went in there one day and I ordered a couple of plates of food. I was married at the time. I didn't have kids yet. And I opened up the tin to look at it, and it had maggots on it.
Oh.
And I said, this is unacceptable. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'll make that for you again. And
oh, hell no.
He came back with 7 tins of food. Here, take all this food. And I was like, you have maggots on the food you gave me. And your solution to that is to give me 7 more tins of food that might have maggots on it. I'm not gonna trust that.
I just want my money back. Thank you.
Yes. I want my money back. I don't want your shitty food.
Back in Colorado, which is like 20 years ago, I went to this Chinese restaurant. A friend offered to take me, and we were in there waiting for our food, and we watched a roach climb up the wall. And I'm like, I don't want to eat here anymore. When they're coming out in daylight and wandering around the place, they think they own it. I don't want to know what was cooked in here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but no.
All right. We were driving home from Walt Disney World when I was a kid, and we decided to stop in Virginia instead of going the whole way to Pennsylvania. And we get there and they ordered a rollaway because it was a double room and there were 3 kids. And when my dad opened the rollaway, this humongous palmetto bed climbed out of it. Palmetto bug. And my dad was like, nope, we're getting our money back. And he drove the rest of the way home, another 8 hours. Nope, I'm done.
I thought shit like that was confined to going to Hojo's.
No, this was a Best Western.
I mean, Hojo wasn't much better than Best Western.
This is true. But my dad was like, oh, no. We're done.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you got a thing in like 30 minutes.
Yep.
So, all right, well, we'll go now then.
Okay. Well, thank you. That'll give me time to get ready.
Yeah. Ladies, thank you. Thank you, everybody that's watching.
Good night, everybody.
I apologize for my wanton behavior. And we'll be back maybe tomorrow, but earlier in the day.
Cool. I can swing that.
Okay, great. Lisa, Sarah, Mings,
Bye-bye.
thank you. I love everybody. Please have a good night. Do good things. We'll talk tomorrow.